I think this is the perfect name and a good start to my journey. Lightning Arrow and Deadeye is the perfect combination for a Magic Find character, and in the last league this combination brought me a lot of currency and lucky drops. And I can't wait to see what Chris has in store for me in this league. Wow! My first unique item. And a pretty good one. This amulet will come in handy not only in the campaign but also on the maps. During the campaign I found some Chaos Orbs and immediately decided to invest them. I bought these gloves, which give me almost 50 items rarity. And here is my first lucky drop. I'm still going through the axe and I already have 100% increased rarity of items found. What a madman. My first currency earned. That's wonderful. This time going through the campaign was quite interesting and intense. But this is just the beginning, and I have a lot of work ahead to make my character a real treasure hunter. As I said in the last video, and my plans to get at least 100% items rarity, which by the way I have already done, and further farming unique items on the maps. Because at the beginning of the league you can earn good money selling such items. Let's see what I managed to find. Wow! Good start. The character is only 6 hours old and I've already found such valuable loot. This is exactly what I was looking for. A great unique item that I easily sold for 67 Chaos Orbs. Easy money. Well, what do we have here? A nice ring and shield. And some more currency for my piggy bank. That's great. The perfect belt, which I won't sell because I need it for Magic Find. And another valuable unique item, which I can sell for a few dozen Chaos Orbs. What a surprise! A real loot explosion. And considering it's the start of the league, I can easily sell these items and earn some currency for my future upgrades. Is that it? The Apothecary? Unfortunately, no. But I'm not too upset because it's a good divination card too. Considering that it was all found on the first day of the league, my strategy of finding unique items paid off. And I am completely satisfied with it because I was able to earn a good amount of starting capital. But that wasn't my only source of income, and let's take a look at my atlas to see what else I used to earn currency. At the beginning of the league, I focused on wandering path and nodes that give items rarity and quantity. Next, my goal was ritual. I know a lot of you don't like this mechanic, but I personally like it and it's not as bad as people think. To be honest, I expected the new keystones for ritual to be useful, but unfortunately they turned out to be garbage. What a shame. Oh well. Let's see what I found in the ritual. A few divine orbs. That's not bad. This is a pretty good bow that I'll be using for crafting next. And another divine orb. I got it from a ritual. Sort of. All in all, I'm happy with the ritual because it's a good source of small currency and it can also give you a nice jackpot, like some valuable item that you can sell for a few divine orbs. Somehow I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something very important. Damn it! We've started a new league and I completely forgot to try out the new mechanics. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. It's complicated. I'm a simple player. I want to kill monsters. I want to loot. Good loot. Alright, let's try this trial. Maybe it's not so bad. To be honest, when I first saw the mechanics I didn't like it, but when I played it, it wasn't so bad. But as always, there are nuances. I think the mechanics were very raw, because its idea is interesting but the realization is bad. First of all, trial is not on the maps, and that means that if you do it, you will not progress on the maps and your atlas, which is not very good, especially at the beginning of the league. Also, the ratio of time spent to rewards in the mechanics is not very good. I understand that the higher your rating, the better your rewards will be, but to get this rating you have to spend too much time. And the cherry on the cake. A genius idea of game designers. Channeling. Somebody tell the developers that we do not want to stand for 10 to 15 seconds and do nothing. It was the same in the last league, and in the new league we got channeling again. At the time of making this video, the developers have already made some changes to the new league, and most likely we will see some improvements in the future. But at the moment I will completely skip this mechanic because I have other plans. But I hope that in a few patches, the developers will improve the Trial of Ancestor and I will be able to return to it, because the new league really has some good potential. Okay, with that important issue sorted out, let's get back to my character. Because it's time to spend the currency I earned and buy new gear. Because I was basically using gear I found on the floor and it was pretty trashy. First of all, I need new gloves and a helmet. Like this. Through the combination of these items we gain access to rage, which in turn gives us speed and damage. Next, I need a new bow. And that means it's time to craft. I'm gonna use this fractured base, which I got through a ritual. It's not perfect, but it'll do for starters. I'm using essences. Nope. It's not bad, but I think we can do better than that. This is just the thing. The final touch is benchcraft. In the future we can use prefixes cannot be changed and crit reroll and harvest. And the hottest part of this video. Let's do 6 links. My regular viewers know that I had trouble with this in the last league. But I think luck will be on my side in this one. Right, Chris? With this new gear we can get our first void stones. But I'll buy armor like this, because we'll need it in the near future. And then, of course, we need respect to critical strike build. Something like that. Okay, where are my void stones? First one. It's no big deal. The main thing is do not forget to change your MF equipment to another, because killing pinnacle bosses with it is not the best option. And the second stone. Unfortunately, no lucky drop today. Well, now that we got our first void stones we can continue our journey. But first, let's improve our gear again, because I need items with items quantity and rarity. As I said in one of my last videos, the process of transforming a character into magic find will be gradual. I will use the armor, helmet and gloves that I bought earlier. But I will also add a belt and boots like these, because these are good items for entry-level MF. I will also need new rings, namely the Venter's Gamble. So let's go shopping. I hope that this time there will be no silly comments that it's all a scam and that these rings are sold to me by my friends. Because such Venter's Gamble cost at least a mirror, although this is a normal price for such characteristics. It would also be nice to replace my amulet, but honestly I don't know what I want yet. So I'm going to keep this one, except I'm going to add Anointment Graceful Assault, which will save me some skill points. Well, now the character is ready and we can go shopping for gifts, maybe even gifts from my brother. Personally, I'm very happy with the start of the league, because I got a pretty good character. It has damage, and most importantly speed. Also he has some item quantity and rarity which will help us in earning currency. Also my Atlas starting strategy turned out to be quite good and I'm happy with it too. The only thing I want to warn all of you who want to build something similar is that the character is not very survivable and all our defense is evasion. So random one-shot is a normal thing for us. But if you learn to play bow character and will understand what you can do and what you cannot, the number of deaths will be reduced to a minimum. For example, with the current equipment I die one time in 30 to 40 maps, which is not so often, and that part of these deaths could be avoided. But this is softcore, so I'm not particularly hard on myself. That's the end of the first part of my journey. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. Also, I will be very grateful for likes, subscriptions, and comments. Bye everyone, and see you in new videos.